Hello. So, time management. Is time your friend? Most of us will say no, that time is not our friend, that we don't have enough time. I want to offer to you in this episode that time is power. A lot of people say that money is power, but people who have money buy time. To be masterful with your time is going to give you opportunities. That's why people who have money buy time. It's because they are buying themselves opportunities. That opportunity is to create something new, to create space in their life to breathe, to think, to enjoy what life has to offer, to buy time to be present with loved ones, to buy time so that you can enjoy the simple delights of walking your dog and seeing, like I posted in my Instagram stories this week, cute little flamingos in people's yards or snail races in people's yards. But more than that, it is the opportunity to change your life. Time was the gateway for me to create the life that I have now. If I did not learn how to be masterful with my time, I would not have been able to work full time in my job as a lawyer and build my coaching practice. I would have not had time to learn the skills that I needed to learn to build a business. I would not have had this time for the space that I had in the morning to even think about what I wanted, much less build that business. It created so much opportunity for me to create the life that I want. And I see so many lawyers frustrated and irritated going through their life, feeling behind because no one has taught us how to use our time masterfully. And no one has taught us how we can make friends with time. And that's what I want to do with Coachapalooza. Okay. That is the event that I am putting on next week, September 1st. It is going to be something that you will not want to miss because I will be coaching you one-on-one. And this is important because there's a lot of you I talk to, you've listened to the podcast, but you don't have a coach. You've never been coached. And this is your opportunity to get that. And coaching, when you do it, it's like, if you're listening to the podcast and you don't have a coach, it's like listening to someone describe to you what a bubble bath is like. It's warm. It's got these really pleasant bubbles. It smells really delicious. It's very relaxing. That's what a podcast is. Coaching is the actual bubble bath. It's stepping in, it's getting yourself soaking wet and feeling the impact of the warm water and the lavender aromatherapy happening, right? They're very different. It's the difference between hearing a description of a massage and getting a massage. So that's why coming to Coachapalooza is so important. And during Time Management Coachapalooza, we are going to talk all things time management. There is no question that you have that is too big or too small that you can bring to this event. It is something that is incredibly important. And I can tell you that right now, because if time is power and time creates opportunity, then not being masterful with your time is creating an opportunity cost. It is costing you not learning how to master your time. It's costing you the business that you want to create, whether it's within your own firm right now, or building your own firm, or even creating a new business. It's costing you your dreams. Because if you're telling yourself that you're too busy and that you'll do it later, right? That when you have time, when it's not the busy season anymore, then you'll sit down and you'll dream. You're going to be putting that off indefinitely. I know this because that is exactly what would have happened to me. You're putting off time spent with your family right now where you're present and you're not thinking about work all the time. You're not thinking about it on the weekends and at nights. You're not ruminating about it before you go to bed. You're not thinking about work while you're pushing your kid on the swing. These are the opportunity costs that we are missing, right? Like we're missing these things if we don't learn how to use our time masterfully. And I can tell you from working with clients, from coaching clients, that they have created opportunities for themselves by becoming masterful with their time. There's clients who are taking 2-week dream vacations without their laptop and coming back to the office without any worries because they learned how to handle everything ahead of time. Because time management isn't just about being more productive. It's about trusting yourself and learning confidence, how you can set yourself up for success. Time management isn't just about like doing more tasks and getting more done and making sure you get more billable hours. Like, yeah, those are great. And you get to create a life using the skills that you learn with time management, confidence, boundaries, learning how to say no, learning how to ask for what you want, learning how to ask for help. It's all tied in with time management, my friend. This is what I learned. This is why it was the gateway to everything that I ever wanted. It was the gateway for me to create what I wanted in my life and envision it, and then step through and be able to leave my law job and do a different business. It's why my clients can do things like grow their solo practice and then take vacation. It's why my clients can do litigation and take care of themselves at the same time. Like I just did this with a client the other day. We were talking about her trial that's coming up and how the last time she was in trial, she recognized she was not taking care of herself. She hated life. And we worked through exactly what needed to happen for her to take care of herself. This is what can happen when you decide to be masterful with your time. I have another client who's doing things like learning Korean on the side, just for fun. She would never have been able to do that before. She prioritizes what's important to her. She goes to ball games. She does fun things, and she's in big law, but she makes sure that she prioritizes herself. And she did that starting with time management. I have other clients who have stopped watching TV so much and bringing work home from the office on weekends just to stare at it all weekend and feel guilty that they're not working because they learned how to manage their time masterfully. And that's what I want to help you do in this Coachapalooza. If you've never been coached before, this is going to be so much fun because I get to talk to you one-on-one. You're going to come. You're going to have any question whatsoever, whatever is going on, the stressors, whatever's creating overwhelm in your life, creating stress in your life, anything that you have right now, I want you to bring it to this call. I am going to help you work through it and learn to become masterful with your time. This is not like a pipe dream. This is what I have done to create my lifestyle. It is what my clients do to create the life that they love. It can be tailor-made for you. And that's why Coachapalooza is going to be so amazing for you. It's going to be you learning the skills you need to take your life to the next level. It's going to be you creating the opportunities that you want for your life. If you're feeling anything like feeling stuck or unclear about what you want next, and you feel overwhelmed as it is at the office, let's clear up some of that overwhelm so that you have time to get unstuck, so that you can begin thinking about and exploring what it is that interests you. You don't have to feel stuck. You don't have to feel overwhelmed. You don't have to feel like there's not a way for you to have a life outside of the law. And that's what I want to share with you in Coachapalooza. If you want to join this event, and I know you do, you've got to go to dinacataldo.com/222. Okay, that's where the show notes are for this episode. Sign up for Coachapalooza. It's Time Management Coachapalooza, and it's going to be happening on September 1st at noon Pacific. When you sign up, you are going to get all the details on how to show up live, what to do, all of that good stuff. You're going to get the link, and you will get the replay when it's over. Okay. So for some reason, like actually, this is what I want you to do. And this is what I do with my coaching is if you show up and you get coached, I want you to go back and I want you to watch it. Because when you are being coached, sometimes you miss things, right? And so it'll give you the opportunity to go back to the replay and to watch what was happening. And then if you can't make it, it's there for you. But I want to encourage you to show up live and get coached. And if you show up and you don't get coached, that's okay too, because you're going to be able to see other people being coached, other lawyers, and your brain is going to change watching other lawyers get coached. Our brains, especially lawyers, right? The lawyers I attract in this podcast, you're high achieving. You have a certain way of thinking about things. And so when you hear someone get coached, you're going to get a new perspective. So what you're going to get in this event is a new perspective on how to approach your life, how to approach the way your relationship is with time. And that is going to be extremely beneficial. So even if you don't show up and raise your hand and say, hey, I want coaching, know that you are going to get something from this. Know that you are going to come away changed in some way. This is something that is going to be, it's extremely fun for me because I love coaching. I love talking to lawyers and hearing what's going on in their lives. But what's more important than me having fun is you getting that perspective that you need in order for you to change your life. And time management is the gateway to change. I firmly believe that. It was the biggest game changer in my life was learning how I was using time, what my relationship with time was, and then making the shifts that I needed. Didn't have to happen all at once. I just needed one shift to make the change. I just needed one shift to help me see that change was possible. I just needed that one thing, that tipping point to help my brain see what was possible for me. And that's the same for you. You just need that one tipping point that's going to change everything for you. So go to dinacataldo.com/222, sign up for Time Management Coachapalooza. This is going to be so much fun. And if you're ready to work with me one-on-one, book a call with me. You can go to dinacataldo.com/strategy session and we'll get started. All right, my friend, have a great week. Bye.